In the Bible, God punishes the whole human race for the sin of Adam and Eve. What is the logic of it? Can such a God be called merciful?
Bible is one of the most beautiful texts ever happened in the history of mankind. But the parables and imageries used in it, whether they are properly understood or not, is a question. A great example is the story of Adam and Eve, the story about the origin of sin. People believe that it is something that happened in the past, at the beginning of human race. But it is not so. It is something that is happening here and now. The fundamental thing you have to understand is this: it is not the sin of the first human being, but it is the first sin of every human being. It is not the sin of the first human being, but it is the first sin of every human being. How is it? Let's examine the whole story. Who is Adam, the central character of this story? Bible says that he is created in the image of God. God created him in his own image. What does it mean? People think that God has the same features like Adam. He looks like a human being. Is it so? No. It's not the meaning of it. What is God in Bible? God says, I am what I am. In the East, Upanishad says, Prajnanam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, which means Brahma is nothing but consciousness, and I am that. Can you find any difference between these two? No. Truth cannot be two. God is pure awareness, the pure I, the self. Now, what is the reflection of this self, this pure I? It is the I amness in you, me, and all. This I amness is the Adam. Vedanta calls it Jiva, the sense of separate identity. Now, who is Eve? Bible says Adam felt very lonely. He desired for a companion. He desired to experience the world. So God created Eve from his ribs while he was asleep. He was sleeping. People think that Eve is a woman. Even now, we can hear people saying that woman has been creating troubles for men from those time onwards. Is it true? No. Eve is nothing but Maya. You know, ribs encloses the heart. What is the heart of Adam? Jiva. What is the heart of Jiva? It is nothing other than the self. So, what covers the self? It is the desire to experience life, and that is Maya. Now, what is the serpent that persuaded Eve to taste the fruit of knowledge? It is nothing but the prana. Prana is always represented by the figure of serpent in the East. So, prana is the one who persuades Eve, the, the Maya, or takes the Maya into action. Now, what is the $1,000,000 fruit she ate? The fruit of knowledge. It is nothing but the mind. Now, the whole story can be summarized like this: the image of the pure I, which is the I amness, by the power of Maya and with the help of prana, touches the gross body and becomes the mind. What is the first thought or feel that appears in the mind? Who am I? When we were infants, we all asked this question to ourselves, not verbally, but non verbally, existentially. We all ask this question to ourselves, all ask this question to themselves. And what answer we have got? Knowledge that comes through five senses tells you that you are the body. You are the body. This is the first sin. This is the sin. That is why God warned you not to eat from the fruit of, don't eat from the tree of knowledge, the fruit. That fruit will give you knowledge of good and bad. And what consequence occurred? Suddenly they became conscious of their nakedness. Suddenly they became conscious of their body. So, this bodily consciousness, this I am the body idea, this is the sin. This is the first sin, and this is the only sin. From there, Maya flourishes. If I am this body is my father, this body is my mother, this is my name, this is my school, this is my life. The root of all this is I am the body idea. And this is the sin which expelled you from the Garden of Eden, from the pure awareness. What is the mind? It is the consciousness which considers itself to be the body. And because of this, I am the body idea, it forgets its vastness and starts behaving like an individual. You, the ocean of infinite bliss, start begging for happiness. If God has expelled you from the Garden of Eden, you have to wait until He calls you back. But now you realize that it is your act. Now it is up to you, limited or limitless. It becomes your choice. Discard I am the body idea. Find it for yourself who you really are. And that is what meditation is all about. That is your way back to the Garden of Eden. That is your way back to your real nature. That is your way back to happiness, peace, and bliss.